I like living in society.
Yeah.
But still you need some time to reflect on your what you're doing, just to have the time for yourself.
When I've had jobs, like full-time jobs, it'd just be nice to be like on your lunch break and you've got nowhere to go and you go to the staff canteen or whatever and you just kind of sat there, and it's not a very good, it's not conducive to reconnecting with self and being able to unwind slightly before going back to the rest of your shift. And then, like, you know, in a house shower, like, it's not always ideal to have a little bit of time on your own to meditate or whatever. So yeah, like a place to go would be ideal. Peacefulness. Yeah. Not full of hustle and bustle and, you know, people with road rage or whatever. Somewhere natural, somewhere that's beautiful, that I can soak up the sight and the smells and the sounds. Like I can hear birds or the wind in the trees or something like that.
It's a place full of love, basically.
I would love to have the space when you can, when you can, for example, in the city, if I live in Manchester, I would love to have this space when you kind of can connect with the nature and just kind of have the time for yourself, but not spending money and traveling far away.
Definitely. Everybody's intelligent and creative, and the main problem is that everybody goes like, how creative are you, or how intelligent are you? But the question should be, how are you creative?
Yeah, like my friend said one time, you know, if we all just really loved ourselves and were happy with ourselves, we'd all be fucking crazy. But it's because we learn all these beliefs in our mind that kind of suppress who we are. So maybe that craziness is creativity, and that we, whatever happens to us, you know, we might become angry, or, you know, I mean, these boundaries that block you, these walls that you have. If you broke down those walls, I think we'd all be fucking creative and happy. And yeah, I do. I just think that people are scared, but they don't know that they're scared. It's okay.
So, and yeah, creativity has been suppressed quite a lot in recent years because of the kinds of jobs people have been forced to go into to make money, and you know, like, you know, everything's gone quite conservative and corporate. But yeah, creativity should be instigated and nurtured at any age. You know, people that have got to, like, you know, maybe like the 30s or 40s or even 50s and beyond, they think, oh no, it's too late to be creative. But it's the seeds within everybody. It's just sometimes it might be a little bit digger to deep to get to that, but it definitely should be kind of encouraged.
Creativity is a very personal thing, and if it's if you really feel sad and you can be creative and kind of let your sadness out, I think it's kind of like a positive thing, because you can understand why you're sad by, I don't know, maybe drawing something or just making something. You kind of allows you to maybe show the world and communicate and with the other people, and communicate why you're sad or something happen. Even if it's a happy thing happen, you kind of let your personality out there.
Well, when I worked full-time for a year, it was horrible. All I did was go to work, come home, go to work, come home. All I was doing was working, and it made my work less good and less fun, because I couldn't give them everything I can now, because I was there all the time, and I felt that the rest of my life had less meaning.
For people to kind of maybe go away for a little bit of their jobs, because working, I think, is kind of escaping from yourself, especially if you work in customer services. You just don't see yourself, you work for other people, and if that kind of space, I think, maybe could be very beneficial for just working class people, because they could reflect upon themselves and understand what I want from the career or anything professional life. I think we kind of removed ourselves away from nature, but when I'm in the nature, just like walking or something, it really initiates kind of just thinking about myself. Kind of you live in this artificial world about being somebody, thinking about your roles at work, and you always need to think of ways how to support your living, work and get money, and in nature that doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's kind of that makes you relaxed.
Really at one with the universe and like peaceful and happy, like joyful. It's the one time that I can guarantee without fail that I will be smiling and I'll feel like my heart is full.
More connected with yourself, and like more spiritual in a way, instead of like artificial things like cars and shoes.
It's just, it grows and things are alive around you and makes you feel more alive. You know, when you take a city and then you take a beautiful place, water, and is water accounted for as nature? Yeah, water and, I don't know, sand or grass or anything, I think you're going to feel more alive.
City means there's a lot of people, there's a lot of things going on, and it is quite sometimes very, very overwhelming.
That everybody's so involved in their work and their jobs because they're working to earn the money to pay for their homes and their cars, which only support them going to work, and it's just this vicious circle, and everybody feels so pressured to do it, and then they get obsessed by the money, so they kind of, that's all they're really thinking about, and everybody's in a rush, so everybody seems pressured. And it makes them absent-minded, and then they don't focus on themselves anymore.
You know, people are going to work, they're focused, they go, they come home, you know, it's not relaxing, it's not just like, it's very quick pace, it's hectic.
It's too hectic.
It's hectic, it's very hectic.
Being in a rush, being rushed by people, or having like a deadline for something.
Is having thoughts in my head about certain things, let's say, that really there's no point in thinking it, and I wish that they could go away, or I could just let them go, but I don't know how to do that. Feel stressed, then you need to get away from what's making you stressed, because it's not healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't think it's healthy. So yeah, I think you can become very overwhelmed with thoughts, because you think all the time, but thoughts are unnecessary, really, are they? Because you're thinking this thing, but it's not real, it's a thought. So if you can get the thoughts away, that would be pretty groovy.
Overthinking, it's just like you kind of waste time on it. That like you waste time just thinking.
No, I don't think so. I'd like to take more time for myself. I feel like I want to make other people happy, so maybe sometimes I'll do something even if I don't really want to, because they want to.
Because I do art course, and they're very important as well to think about what is it for yourself, what does it mean for yourself, and how does it benefit you in order to help others. It would be good just to kind of more understand yourself in a space could help it.
But you have to please yourself. Take some time. I think it's very important to have time for yourself. Yeah, why not? I like to a lot.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it would be very interesting and very viable, and I think that would make you feel very good. Spirituality is there's only good can come from that, than what I've seen, how it makes other people feel.
Had it been something that I, had the spends to just use on that freely, then I would have gone already. So the idea of it being accessible and affordable is very enticing.
I think if it's not really accessible for any kind of person, then it makes makes this class.
Singles it off.
Yeah, singles off the richer people who can afford this. It's really unfair if the people who maybe from just working class and they have to work a lot and they don't get this chance.
More organic materials and things that are less kind of industrial looking, and things with more beauty and character.
Where you have like when you have pressurized that you need to do something, you need to be somebody. So places where it's kind of like a calm place, but maybe something really minimal and nothing really shouting. It's simplicity, yeah, minimal. Nothing where you can, where somebody else puts ideas into your head. Kind of without distractions, maybe, something like that.
Cluttered. Well, yeah, not cluttered. But if there's stuff in there, then colourful things, like textures and patterns and things that are artistic or expressive. I don't like things that are so sterile and like sharp edges and white. White is kind of distressing for me. Like ambers and yellows and greens and blues and things, the colours from nature.
It is ongoing process. It's never stops, because when you stop self-improving, that's kind of like that's kind of maybe like dying, because you don't learn new things, and you don't kind of learn new things, and if you don't self-improve, you kind of don't understand yourself.